Well, here's one stop that you wouldn't expect me to go to before the comic book store, right? That's right, it's the car wash. Woo! It's a car wash, everybody. You love it? So I was kind of thinking, you know, last week we had a great topic with your local comic book shop, so I appreciate all of the comments on there. I think that was pretty cool. And so this week, I want to ask you guys, what is the title that you will never drop, right? It's just that book you have to buy each and every single month that that book comes out. This is pretty tripping, man. Anyway, my book is Savage Dragon. That's the book that I have to pick up no matter what, because I've been collecting it since I was a little kid. So, as I'm coming to the conclusion of this car wash, guys, put it in the comments below. When I get back, I'll bring you the haul. Stay tuned, everybody! Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, yes, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you the latest episode of Spider Slayer's comic book haul. I think this is episode 394, maybe 395. I always seem to be one off each week. And yes, this is the video series where each and every week I show you which comic books I picked up at the comic book store. Yeah, this is not a car wash channel, right? Hopefully you guys had a lot of fun with that. And guys, at any time, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss any content from me. So guys, again, I really appreciate the love in last week's topic. It was an overwhelming amount of responses. It was awesome to see where you guys pick up your comics. So let's not waste any more time. Let's see what I got this week, right? So I felt this week was kind of a highly anticipated comic book week because you got X-Men coming out this week, right? So here we go. Here we go, mysterious black bag, right? Here's our stack of comic books right there, all right? And then inside this bag, I think I got a pack of cards. It's like a Krakoan decoder. Look at that. You see? And it's to celebrate, I guess, Excalibur issue number 1. So yeah, that's kind of cool, right? All right, so we got that out of the way. Let's talk about this week's books. So the first one we're going to talk about is a book that came out a little while ago, but everyone's been talking about this book. My shop had a copy. I don't know if this is the first printing, but this is Once in Future. This is issue 1. Again, I've heard some crazy things. I thought this person was a grandpa at first, and then it's a grandmother. That's what I heard. But when I looked inside, and I honestly, this is the first time I've really looked at this book on the interior art. It actually looks really good. I'm like, man, this is some crazy shit. This looks good, right? And so this is the first issue of that series. So I wound up getting issue 1, all right? And then I was lucky that they had issue number 2. So again, I don't know if this is second print or whatnot, but they had the second issue, so I was like, this is cool. I'm going to pick this one up. It's an awesome looking cover. And then here's some more of this interior artwork in here again. It's very clean. It's not really glossy pages. It's kind of, I don't know, it's like it's more, I don't know, traditional comic style, feels like, you know. But nevertheless, again, artwork is really solid in it. So this is issue 2 of that series. So with that being said, you wound up getting issue 3 that was released today. So I wound up picking that one up. So I picked up issue 3, okay? So yeah, I was really excited about that one. So yeah, awesome, right? Next on the list, well, of course, you get the new release of X-Men. This is issue 1. Had to get the art germ variant as we get to see Jean Grey going through the transportational device of Krakoa. Really nice detail when it comes to the cover here. Here is the interior artwork. So not as clean maybe as the Powers of X or House of X, but nevertheless, I have faith that this story will be solid. You know, if you read the 2 other series that Hickman wrote, this is going to be cool. yeah, man, I'm really excited about this to see like the long haul of this title. So yes, this is X-Men. This is issue 1. Next, put down the John Romita Jr. cover once again when it came to Batman. Wound up getting Batman issue 81. This is the City of Bane. Awesome cover, man. You got Bane breaking Batman's back, you know. You've seen it 1,000 times in different ways, but this cover just looks badass. Now, the interior artwork, I'm not even going to show it because it's John Romita Jr. I'm just not going to go there this week with that. So, we'll move on to the next book. So, the next book is SpiderMan, Absolute Carnage. I think this one is, right? Yeah, Absolute Carnage, issue 4. Where are we at in this? It doesn't even say it on here. Yeah, issue 4. The variant cover, okay? Yeah, this one looks pretty cool. I like the variant cover here. And then here we get to see the interior artwork. And you have Eddie Brock holding Captain America's shield. Ooh, what's going on there? That's kind of cool. So we're one away from the finale of this whole series. But the artwork continues to be solid with Ryan Segman. Look at that, man. And you got Immortal Hulk, who's the actual Venom symbiote right now. But yeah, look at this cover, man. What's going on with Spidey? What does he got? There's like side A, side B. He's got a gun. He's got a bandana. He's like freaking Rambo, man. That's awesome stuff. So Spider-Man anti-symbiote suit. So yeah, so we got that one. So continuing the Absolute Carnage tie-ins, we have Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool. The last issue was better than the first issue. It made me actually laugh out loud at times. So we'll get to see how this one all concludes as everything, you know, comes to an end when it comes to Absolute Carnage. This is really cool artwork, though, right here. Really good mix between, you know, Carnage and Venom, if I may say so. So, yeah, cool artwork. Hopefully, you know, this battle, you know, heats up, or maybe it continues in Absolute Carnage by the time we get to the end of this. But yeah, this is a really cool book, you know, inside. So we'll see how the story progresses. I wasn't fond of the first issue. I really did not like it. All right, next, more Absolute Carnage stuff. It's coming to an end very soon, guys. So here we have issue 1. This is the Avengers. And yeah, so this is cool as you get to see the symbiote here as it's actually controlling the Thing and Wolverine and whatnot. So curious to see. Now, the artwork doesn't look all that fantastic here. And I'm a little bit distracted because I got people right outside the window. They're like, they're looking in my car and shit. They're like, what is this guy doing? But yeah, so we wound up getting this going on. I don't know, man. I'm not keen on this artwork here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with this one. I think this is just a one and done tie-in. So there's that. More Absolute Carnage stuff. And I can tell you that I am finally burnt out when it comes to the Absolute Carnage tie-ins. I'm curious to see how the main story is going to end and how Venom ends up. But these tie-ins are just have gotten a little bit. It's just been dragging the story along, you know. And again, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so it's like one of those things that like I have to get, right? So Absolute Carnage Scream. This is issue 3. This story has been pretty much standing around. Scream has been fighting the possession of Null. She's not possessed. She's possessed. She fights it. She doesn't fight it. It's just kind of there. It's a very forgettable story. This is something that is going to lead into the Scream series. And when that series actually comes out, hopefully that series will be a little bit more improved than this. Again, it's just to get you reintroduced to the character here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. So this is issue 3 of the series. All right. So next, people still bugging me. All right. Next, we have Captain Marvel issue 11. So we have that one. This is a cool cover. But we get to see, I think, Captain Marvel actually start to become. The artwork looks good in here. Look at Star's facial expression. That's cool. And Captain Marvel's facial expression, I think that looks really cool too. But yeah, I guess, you know, Captain Marvel is going to turn evil. She's siphoning all the powers, not just from Captain Marvel, but she's siphoning powers or energy from all of mankind in the city, you know. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I'm very curious to see how this story progresses, and you know, what Kelly Thompson's MO is here going forward with Captain Marvel. All right, next we have Taejun. This is issue 3. This series has been really good. Issue 2 is better than issue 1. And I know people might be tired of apocalyptic books, but issue 2 really explained the story here of how this contagion or this virus is starting to spread, and what it is, and the players of this book. Like, you know, you get these street level characters like you don't see every day: Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Moon Knight. You get to see Cloak and Dagger, which I think is kind of cool because you haven't seen them in a long time. Artwork in this particular issue, though, maybe not its strongest. The last issue was really good, and I think that's the downfall about this particular story, is that you're going to get a different artist each and every week. So if you get attached to an artist, it's going to be, you know, you're going to maybe get thrown off by it. But check out this creepy page, right? So yeah, that's kind of horrific right there, and I like that stuff. So I don't know if you guys are on board with Contagion. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this series so far. But this is issue 3 of the series. All right, next we have Guardians of the Galaxy issue 10. Only 2 more issues left until Donny Cates' run is over, and then we have Al Ewing that takes over this particular series. And here it says, "Here lies Rocket Raccoon, Guardian no more." So does Rocket die, and does he get resurrected? I don't know. We'll see. But here's some of the interior artwork in here. Last issue, you got to see Drax resurrected, and it was kind of like, wow, you know, you were kind of beside yourself by the whole situation. So yeah, it's a good book. It's not a very long run, but I think Donny Cates just wanted to tell his story here, kind of set things up for the you know, the cosmic universe and what's to happen with Rocket in the future. Who knows, man? But things aren't looking too good for him. And if he dies, I don't know, but somehow I feel like he's going to be resurrected. So Guardians of the Galaxy issue 10. All right, next we get the second issue of J.J. Abrams and Henry Abrams' Spider-Man. This is issue 2. Pretty interesting story, as we get to see young Benjamin Parker actually maybe possibly become the next Spider-Man. Here, Aunt May knows all the secrets, obviously, and she helps raises Benjamin Parker, as Peter is kind of just lost ever since he's lost Mary Jane. And that makes for an interesting story. Parker has a hook. He has long hair. He's a beard. He's kind of just, you know, lost himself a little bit. Yeah, some crazy choice of outfit that this chick is wearing. I don't know if she's a cosplayer or what's happening. We got this weird villain here. He's kind of, how does he walk? Like, why is one arm so small, one so big? Like, I don't get that. That's just weird. And that cloth that he wears, what's that for? It's got to get in the way. But anyway, yeah, I'm curious to see how this turns out. This could be, you know, a really good series. It could turn out to be cheesy. It's still yet to be determined, still really early. So this is Spider-Man. This is issue 2. Next, the traitor is revealed when it comes to the Teen Titans. This is issue 35. If you've been reading this series, there's a traitor amongst the group. Is it Roundhouse? Is it Wally? Is it Amico? Is it all these other characters? I don't know. Artwork is always pretty solid in this series. I think it's cool. It's great character development. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to show you anything in this book because I have a feeling it's going to spoil stuff, because there's a lot to be told in this particular issue of this story. So this is issue 35. All right. So we talked about X-Men earlier, right? So I wound up getting the main cover as well. So I have the variant and I have the main. Again, very much looking forward to that. And then I have this another independent this week that's from Image Comics, and this is issue 1, and this is called The Marked, or is it? Yeah, The Marked. As this girl has all these tattoos, but I think they come to life, you know, while she's fighting, and I think that makes for a very different and interesting story. Like, how would you like your tattoos to come off your body and attack things, right? Artwork looks a little weird. I don't know if that has to do with the different tattoos, but yeah. So I'm curious to see what this one is about, and I haven't read like who actually did this. Stories done by David Hine and Brian Harberlin. So yeah, it could be cool. It's worth the read, worth the try, right? And then Warren Ellis and Jason Howard. This is issue 2 of The Trees, 3 Fates. The first issue was awesome as this mystery unfolds with these trees hitting the ground and killing the sheriff's boyfriend, and the sheriff is trying to find out what's going on. So here's some of that interior artwork as well in here too. So yeah, this seems like this is going to be a pretty cool book also. So yes, and there it is, guys. There are all the books for the week. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed the haul. Now it's your turn in the comments below. I want to know what you guys picked up for the week. And fans, again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like the video. So guys, as always, thank you for watching. And this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. And you've been watching Comic Book Corner 2.0.